Hello and welcome everyone to tonight's official coverage of Rainlight Racing's 2023 GT3 series. It's season 4, brought to you by Titanium Digital Solutions, AJ Champ and True Life Racing Designs. I'm Davo, and tonight we're here at Monza for an endurance round, and as usual, right beside me I have the one and only J-Man to call it with me. J-Man, how are you tonight, my friend?
Good, thanks, mate. Good. And yourself?
Well, I'm looking forward to this one. It's Enduro, first taste of the Enduros right off the bat in the second round, J-Man, here at Monza. It should be a good one.
Yeah, 90 minutes at Monza. This will, I'm pretty sure, for you and I, as per usual, mate, it'll be a relatively fast 90 minutes up here in the box. But yeah, looking forward to it, mate. Good field tonight, Davo.
Yep, good turnout.
Some 29 cars on the field as the guys are just cycling up for their quali. Probably give us a little time maybe to touch base on where these boys, started out on the points. So
let's have a look.
Yeah, so top end of town. After round 1, we do have Charlie Booth, Palm Tree there, right up the top there, over Maverick, Jaco Venter, Tinnis, and Pete Dawson make up the 5. And then we've got Steve Croston, Firthy, Steve DS, Brandon Webley, and Gunther Rowe make up the 10. And then Madison T, only female driver in the field to our knowledge, over Daniel Kim. That was a great battle, actually.
Yeah, last week, yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those two, yep.
Nico Cordia, Will Dixon, and Vota make up the 15. Then James Foster, Brandon Foster, Uncle Joe, Josh Nightingale, and Dale Nixon make up the 20. T-Fam, Kenneth Worcester, Harrison Bella, Jonathan Venter, who we believe is a pretty young driver. So yeah, they're doing a great job, young Jonathan.
So we've heard, yeah.
Yep. Adrian Kramer, Alex Zandberg, and Aidan Baus, Mathis Butter, and then Louis Vanderventer. So yeah, no points for Louis, but he is classified there in 29th. So that is the field after round 1 there, Davo.
Yeah, so, and we can see actually just from that, there was 29 in for that first round there. Everybody except for Louis there receiving points. So, yeah, equaling the numbers, actually, J-Man here for round 2 at Monza. So, yeah, bloody good turnout. So, yeah, looking forward to it, J-Man. Let's get a bit of vision. The boys are on track.
Yeah, so what you're going to see here with this qualifying, Davo, and just to keep the viewers up to date, is it is a 20-minute quali. However, it is actually only 10 minutes per driver that they've got to qualify, because they've broken this field in 2.
Yeah, no, so that's interesting. I think, what did they say? It was just to reduce the traffic with obviously 30 cars on track.
Yes.
Yeah, just to sort of split the qualifying up, a little bit less traffic out on the road. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they manage that, but I'm sure the drivers will be happy to hear that.
So when you look at the leaderboard on your visual there, you'll see the likes of Firthy, Jaco, and co that are in the pits. They are basically waiting their turn. So when the clock hits 10 minutes, these guys will be good to go. So these guys not going to get, a super amount of laps in, but enough. I don't suspect you'll be seeing guys driving back to the pits for too many tyre changes. They'll probably fuel the car for that 10-minute session and just try and get out there and bank a good lap. And it's going to be nerve-wracking for these first cars out, because the whole deal is they're going to go and bank it and have to sit back for the next 10 minutes and watch the leaderboard shuffle.
That's it. They're sitting there biting their fingernails, and as they watch the remote of the field go through, as we just see Crossy pull off to the side there, focused on Louis Vanderventer's car, the lovely Martini-inspired BMW. J-Man, what are you expecting here? Obviously interesting with the split
Yeah, so
it's only going to shake out until we get into the last 10 minutes, isn't it? We're going to get some provisionals here, but it's really not going to ramp up until the last 10 minutes, is it?
Yeah, I don't know. Look, from what I'm looking at, I expect Gunter and Harrison Bella, who probably didn't finish as well as he would have liked in the first round. But I expect that, yeah, Harrison will probably be right up there. As we know, Gunter Crossy is provisional at the moment on a 7.8, which is interesting that he posts that because he actually posted a very similar time to that in official practice off cam earlier. So,
yep.
Yeah, Louis van der Venter at the moment looking like he was going to post a pretty good time, puts him on the front row provisionally on an 8.8. But what we do know is when we see the likes of Maverick come out in the session 2, the second part of this qualifying is we know Mav can definitely run in the 46s, which is just blistering. So
it is. Who else did we see sneak into the 6s there, J-Man, in practice? There was only a very small handful of drivers.
Yeah,
but
Gunter did. Gunter. I think I saw Gunter in there on a 6.9. Was it him or actually? Hang on, apologies. No, it might have been. No, I think it was actually.
Yeah, I think it might have been with a high 6, but
6.950 or something. Yeah.
But yeah, Maverick getting it down.
Nico looking down a blinder at the moment as well, so he's looking to improve. He's around about a second up on his time, which would bring him down to an 8.0. He's going to need a little bit more than that. Sorry. Yeah, he's going to... Oh, no, actually. He's going to bring him down to, an 8.0. So, Crossy in there on a 47.8. He's going to need a fair bit more than that. Who else we got on the move? Kenneth Worcester is on the gas as well. He's got a half a second up his pocket.
In that lovely BMW, J-Man. Fantastic looking paint on that one there.
Very pretty.
Dale Nixon also up on his time there, J-Man. Nico there just tagging on the back of Kenneth's car. I think it was, just down into the Parabolica now. So both of these boys are well up on their individual times, but Kenneth particularly, actually, looking at that, J-Man, I think I saw a 7/10 flicker there, so there'll be some good gains there. That'll put him in 59s.
Yeah, Nico Cordier up to the front row, provisionally through on an 2, so just dropped a little bit at the back end. I thought he was going to sort of be somewhere around the 8.0, but an 8.2 still a stout lap, so...
Oh, definitely. Crossy again up on his time, and Kenneth also up on his time as well, albeit at the start of the lap. Dale Nixon well up here, pops it into 4th position. J-Man with a 49.6.
Yeah, good lap. Craig McConnell as well on a big improved lap. He's currently in there on a 53.6, 53.0, sorry. So does need a fair bit more.
That's a big improve where he's at the moment. He's a 2.5 up on his time. Let's see if we can get onto that. Actually, he's just coming out of the parabolic car. So run up to the line, and also Brandon Foster actually well up on his time as well, J-Man.
Yeah, so that sees Craig McConnell in the inside the 10 provisionally. These guys only got a minute to go before their time is up. So
who we got? A lot of the boys actually improving towards the end of their part of the stint here. Adrian Kramer, Kenneth Worcester, James Foster, all up on their times. I think even Maddie T, I saw her time up a little bit, but Brandon Foster at the moment, 1.8 seconds, 2 seconds on his time, which would put him into a 49.8, I think, J-Man, which would sneak him well up the list up to about 4th position. So 3.2 seconds now. He's got that Lambo wound up good and proper.
Yeah, this will be a good improvement for Foster.
So nice work. Sitting at the moment in 11th provisionally, but 2.2 on our data as he runs across the line. Watch this. Does he hit 4th?
P6 on a 49.6. So
Nice work.
Yeah.
As we watch these boys start to wind down now, as it's their end of their part of the session.
As you can see, the rest of the boys at that 10-minute mark, they're already rolling out. So Gunther Rowe out, Firthy's out, Yako's out, Tinnis is in the pits, not ready to go yet.
The only one from the early session out is Jonathan, but he's going to roll into the pits by the look of it, the young fella. So nice work from him. But yeah, all the other boys starting to roll out. It's a business end. This is where we're going to really start to see these times shake out, J-Man.
Yeah, I almost feel like the selection basically left a few of the big heavy hitters out there as well, or maybe they split it a bit because Crossy and Nico certainly posting some pretty good times as well. Anything in the 7th is fast, so just seeing these guys, they'll cycle up, they'll take, you know, it should be a few minutes before we see any indicative times coming through closer to the 4-minute mark. So she's all on. So provisionally, Steve Crossland, Nico Cordia, Matty T doing a great job there. Louis Van Deventer, Adrian Kramer, James Foster, Dale Nixon, Brandon Foster, Josh Nightingale and Kenneth Worcester make the provisional 10 as it stands.
Yeah, nice work, but it's the business end, mate. We've got the Gunther Rose, Harrison Bella out, Charlie Booth, T-Fam, Maverick, Nick, the Ferty Firth, Jaco, Tinnis.
Yep.
We've got these heavy hitters out there now. Watch this space. Just focus on Charlie Booth, winner of last week's race, J-Man, as he runs across the line for his first flying lap.
Yeah, and he's got the yardstick in front of him as well. He's got Maverick just up the road in that black and red BMW up the road to give him
the Predator M4.
So no need for a predictive delta on the dash. Just look up the road and try and stay with that car.
Yeah, pretty well. And as would Maverick just paced himself off the gap between himself and Charlie Booth. So yeah, nice work from these boys actually last week. Those very fast, J-Man. Very, very quick, these two.
Yeah, no, it was pretty exciting stuff. As we just see, Mavericks, this lap's not going to count. That was far too wide down at the Lesmo one. Yeah, Lesmo one was too wide. That's it's a cut lap, so this one won't count. So that'll be, I reckon that Palm Tree would have seen that. Charlie Booth would have actually seen that run wide.
Sure.
He was.
Yeah, sure. And I'll probably give him a little bit more incentive to just get this one right and get that first banker and set that bar high. But as Booth runs wide, out of the chicane there.
Yeah, so that's a cut for Booth as well. So both those guys not going to post a lap on an official lap time this time round, so they'll reset again with 6.5 minutes to go as they come out of Parabolica to go and have another go. Who we got?
Nick first there, J-Man. Half a second up on his time. And Tinnis probably the one to watch with a second up on his time. Just rounding the Parabolica now in the Ferrari. This is the Titanium Digital Solutions Ferrari, J-Man.
Yep.
Pops it into third provisionally there, J-Man. Nice work.
Nice work. Good banker.
Jaco Venter next in line, probably there, mate. A second up on his time as well. Just rolling down another of the Titanium Digital Solution cars as well. There's a few Venters in here. So
they're strong showing. 1.3 seconds up. This is going to be a pretty good time.
Here we go. Watch this space. Bang.
Yep. Bang into third. So Pete Dawson taking the provisional pole on a 7.3. Gunther Rowe on a 7.5. Jaco Venter on a 7.5. So that drops Crossland back.
Yep.
Yeah, back to P4. So he'll be sitting there chewing the nails, as you mentioned, David.
Oh, absolutely. So Tinnis, yeah, just pushed back under Crossy's time there, obviously, just back into 5th position. But T-Fam's still out there as well, as is Tinnis. Tinnis well up on his time. Who else have we got up on their time?
It's a cut lap, though, so it's not going to count there, David.
Webley 8/10 up. How's his lap looking, J-Man?
Yeah, he's 7/10 up, and no cut.
Looking tidy, getting down to the back end of the circuit here, out of the Lesbos and down into this final chicane.
Yeah, he's a second up, mate. This is a provisional pole lap that he's on.
This is a good lap, this.
He's looking for a 7-1, 7-0, to be honest, at the moment. The Delta's still climbing, so he's building.
He is, and Brandon doing a lovely job. Geez, that car's set up nice. Man, taking the curbs very smoothly.
Yeah, looked pretty good through Ascari.
So, yeah, down into this final critical corner. The Parabolica, so much can be gained and lost here, actually.
Yep, he's going to carry the second by the look of it, just under, but it's going to be close. Oh, we've got Maverick to the top on a 46.8. So
there you go.
Charlie Booth on a 47.2. Where does this land? Brandon Webley, P3 with 47.3.
Oh.
There's still time on the clock, Davo.
There you go. So I just see T-Fan pulling off to the side there in the Parabolica there, J-Man. We just picked it up as we just watched.
I did see that on the outside. Yep.
Yeah, just as we were watching the other boys roll through, looking for a clear bit of road, even with the way they've set up this qualifying, these boys still chasing that clear road, mate.
Yeah, so and the Deltas are screaming at the moment. You've got Maverick a couple of tenths up, Charlie Booth 3 tenths up, 2 to 3 tenths up, Daniel King.
Well, Booth's going to need that and more, isn't he, J-Man?
He needs 4 tenths to even match Mav, and Mav's got some pace on. So
yep.
Oh, it's actually, I just picked up on Firthy, just getting it wrong down at the Lesmos there. So that's a track cut there. 3 minutes to go. He'll have another go at this.
And Charlie off as well in the Lambo through the same corner, just pushing these guys, throwing it all out on the table. Vota, 4 tenths up on his time, running down into that same final chicane. This guy's really pushing. Tinnis, also 5 tenths up on his time, J-Man.
Yep. Maverick's going to cross the line here for a pretty stomping time. We see him go 46.450.
Oh, mate. There's no one's going to beat that with 2.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, he's going to park it. He knows that that's, to my knowledge, I think that's world class. I don't think there's many guys running around in the sim scene at the moment that can do 46.5s around Monza. So well done there.
Nice work. Tinnis up into 5th.
Yeah,
nice
great
work
job
from Venter there. Tinnis, Venter. Who else we?
And then Gunter also going well there on a 47.5. Knocks Crossland down into P11. So that's the first time we've seen in this session Crossy out of the 10 at Firthy. After that mistake at the last round, he's back into it as he comes through Curva Grande, heading down to the second chicane. Got 3.5 to 4 tenths in his pocket.
And he needs every single one of them. That'll get him into the, about 6th or 7th there, J-Man?
Yeah, it would get him into probably 6th or 7th.
So if he can hold that together, Tinnis up a little bit on his time, that would get him into the top 3 if he can carry that through.
Yeah, Brandon's just on the cuff of improving. The Delta's sort of red, green, and I tell you what, he doesn't need a lot to pit Pete. He won't likely, well, there's potential to make the front row, but Tinnis, as you mentioned, up still.
Yeah, definitely. Couple of tenths would definitely put him, or at least in 4th.
Yep,
He's 3 tenths up. This could put him into 3rd, 2nd row.
Yep, and he's got Yako also.
Also, yes.
Matching the Deltas as well, so it's not settled yet either.
So Tinnis hugs that inside out of the Parabolica, chasing that time. Second, J-Man.
Second row, 47.0.
Wow, well is it 0. Yeah, nearly into the 9, the 6s there.
He's going to have company though. I'll tell you what, if Yako can finish this lap off, he's 4 tenths up. He's currently in there on a 47.465. It's going to come real close. I'm looking at the Delta. He's got 4 tenths, 0.42. Can he carry it? 0.41, 0.42. It's going to be tight. It's going to see him P3 or P2.
Oh!
P2. By the smallest margins.
Him. Wow.
Okay.
That's
so. There's still a lot of boys out there running. They're still top on the clock.
I saw Fam coming up on my Delta there as well.
Yeah, he's in P4.
So he's put himself up quite a few positions there on that last lap, and has started this lap off well, and already a 10th up on his time on our Deltas there, J-Man. Will Dixon also nearly half a second up on his time as he comes through, I think, the second of the Lesbos there out onto that little back straight. He's got 3/10 up on his time, which would get him, that'd get him a couple of possies.
T-Fam's looking like 4/10, mate. This would see him easily front row. Yeah. Oh, he uses every bit of the circuit. The first of the Lesmos, does a tidy job out of the second Lesmo, heading down to Ascari. This is an important piece of the racetrack as well down here. You know, you've got to carry your momentum down here.
Oh, and it's just that last big break too, and so much pressure.
Car looks tidy through there.
Super clean, J-Man. Nice tidy stuff. The car's riding the bumps well.
He's dumped a bit of the delta. He's only got a 10th and a half up his sleeve, but I tell you what, a 10th and a half is going to be enough to do it.
Yep, and Jarko also up on his time by 2/10, J-Man. It's just flipping between 1 and 2/10 there. Here we go.
So T-Fam, it's a half a 10th. It's probably not going to be any improvement here by the look of it.
Right down to the wire.
Nothing in it. He ran a 47.2 that last one.
And Jarko out of it as well, James. What a cracking qualifying.
Yep, so that's a great qualifying session for Maverick here at Rainlight Racing to take the pole position for the first of their Enduros.
Mate, yeah, nice work from Maverick and Jarko still out on track right down to the wire there too, still looking for that little gain. I don't think he had 6/10 in him, but he definitely wanted to hit the 46s there. Tinnis, nice work to get into third place, and T-Fam right towards the end there as well, jumping up on the second row. So nice work. Charlie Booth down a little bit. Pete Dawson in 6th. Brandon Webley, Daniel Kim, Gunther Rowe, and Nick Firth, who probably had a bit of a rough run in quali, mate. They're just rounding out the top 10. So here we are, Monza. It's race night. It is an enduro. What do we got, J-Man? 90 minutes of racing here, brought to you by Titanium Digital Solutions, AJ Champ, and True to Life Racing Designs. The usual suspects up the pointy end. Yeah,
no. So definitely for me, Maverick. I mean, we saw the pace he had in official practice tonight, so I don't think it was too many secrets. He was going to, as long as he got a clean lap and he was going to bank one. But yeah, so based on what we saw last week, current series leader Charlie Booth back in P5, Jaco Venter is the guy in P3 now. He's sitting on the front row with Maverick, so clearly got race pace has Jaco, because we've seen that from last week. Pete Dawson, P6, he's currently P5 in the championship. And I think probably guys that I'm a little surprised, obviously Crossy's sitting P6 in the championship, and he is all the way down in P13, so he's got work to do in this 90-minute enduro. Davo?
Oh, definitely, yeah. Just didn't look like he clicked with the car there in that short stint that these guys had at the beginning of qualifying there. So just really didn't get that solid banker in, albeit a good time though, J-Man. That just shows you the bloody pace of these guys. Cracking time, but just pushed back all the way down and out of the top 10. So yeah, struggling for pace as these aliens up the pointy end here just really stamping their authority on the series right from the get-go here, mate.
Yeah, no, they are. So full formation lap for these guys tonight, as once they get round for the green light Just looking back down through as well. So another one as well. So Maddie T qualified P17 there. She's sitting P11 in the championship, and Nico Correa, he is, where did he qualify? P16.
Yep.
And he is P13 in the championship. So yeah, big shake up tonight in respect of the qualifying positions for some of them, in respect of how they managed that first 60-minute sprint race at Paul Ricard last week. So.
Yep. And a vastly different race they're going to have tonight, obviously being a 90-minute race, J-Man. So a lot of different things to think about compared to what they had on their plate last week, as the clock starts to tick down here. The boys are going to wind off here for their full formation lap.
Yep. And
around Monza, for round 2. Sorry, J-Man.
No, you're right. I was just going to touch on the key points, in my opinion, to this race will be around that the track cut situation that these guys have got to deal with. You know, we know that they've got 3 freebies, and on the 4th one it'll be a drive-through. It's a pretty long pit lane, not the longest we'll see, but it is pretty long. So obviously 4th cut would see a drive-through. And then the other thing as well is, you pretty much know these guys can't make this distance, this 90-minute race on 1 tank of fuel.
No.
Let alone, I wouldn't think there'd be too many guys out there prepared to take this tyre into the 90-minute phase, albeit on paper it apparently can do it.
Well, on paper,
I wouldn't want to drive it.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
So given the
although
there
is no compulsory pit stop, they will be pitting. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, tyres aren't an issue. There's 10 sets of tyres for these guys for the weekend. So, you know, 1 qualifying session, 1 practice session, and then effectively 2 stints in the race. You know, they might have burned up a couple of sets, maybe 3 sets at the most during that 30-minute practice session here at Rainlight. But I do feel like this race is going to have some heartache around the track cuts, and also, you know how critical it is to get these pit stops right. Yep. These guys are so close in lap times on the track, Davo, that, you know, if you gain or lose a second in pit lane, that might be the difference.
Yes, and look, it's just another dynamic to the race, isn't it? You know, like, and you know, when you're having a tough battle on track and you just can't find those gains, that's where they start looking for making the gains in their pit stops, and mistakes can so easily be made. J-Man. So as exciting as it is for us in the comms box and you, the viewers, these guys, no doubt, got plenty on their mind, plenty of stress as they wind up for round 2 here at Monza. First of the enduros, 90 minutes tonight.
Where we gonna start from, Davo? Somewhere up the front there, is it? Where's the cameras gonna look at, mate?
That we do. This boys trying to get a bit of heat into the tyres, a little bit of wriggle, a little bit of shake, a little bit of brake.
Yeah, so 20 degrees ambient, 27 track, pretty good conditions out there. Optimum circuit, a little bit of cloud cover, but otherwise, albeit looks like premium racing conditions, David.
It does, absolutely. As the boys roll down to the Parabolica, let's start to form up, get that nice tidy formation. There's a bit of shuffling going on from one side to the other there. Maverick leading the pack here for round 2 at Monza in the Rainlight Racing GT3 Series 2023, brought to you by Titanium Digital Solutions, AJ Champ, and True to Life Racing Designs as usual, J-Man. But yeah, the boys sizing it up now. The killer Monza chicane down into T1, J-Man.
turn one, Davo. I'm nervous already.
Oh, never fails to deliver. We have 29 cars on track, and it's a green light. What a filthy start there.
Big move from Charlie Booth down the inside off the start.
Charlie Booth and T-Fam just swamp. I think it's tennis, actually. The boys up front.
Oh,
get
there's
moving.
the first.
Oh, there we go.
On the inside.
So that's T-Fam and tennis by the looks of it.
And both front cars blew straight through the chicane also, so...
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, pretty...
One of the green Lambo in the background. And who was that? Nico Cordia,
Nico Cordia,
yeah, he was sideways back there as well. The front lot sorted it out. Might have just skipped through there a little bit, but it's on straight away.
Someone else is blowing the second chicane as well now.
It looks like another one of the titanium digital cars, J-Man. It's our data. It's just a bit hard. Our leaderboard just goes mental here. We can't really move from where we are.
No, I can tell you that
Brandon
Maverick
Foster in the pit. Maverick is leading the race.
Yeah, he's out there and he's got Charlie Booth,
Booth.
last week's winner, right up behind him.
Got a great start, actually. Him and I think it was T-Fam down either side of tennis.
Yep.
At the start there. A little bit of contact. These guys are rolling away neatly. That's Jarko. Just tucked in behind it. Brandon Webley. Tennis back there. Got that thing moved. Gunther Rose. Nick first. Pete Dawson. Daniel
Pete
Kimmon.
Dawson's off circuit down
who was that?
Yeah,
Dawson
Pete Dawson. Something's gone on down there.
And that stunning looking white Lambo.
So he's looking like he might be just readdressing something here.
Where's that going to equalise, actually, J-Man? He looked like he lost a couple of positions there.
I think he might have lost more than two. Yeah,
but straight back up to the end. This is where it's happening. Maverick out of the back of Maverick's car. He's got Booth all over his tail.
Yeah, Boothie big under brakes down into turn one there, and there's a train of cars from Brandon.
From Jarko, right pretty well back, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much back to Firthy. Yeah, so
big train of... Lots happening here. Tennis on Brandon. Up the outside. Who's going to give in, Brett? It looked like Brandon let tennis go.
I think he did, yeah. It felt like he just bailed out of it at the last second there, mate.
That's Gunther Road just in behind. And Firthy, actually, as well.
Yeah, so Firthy's got the fried chicken.
Firthy fried chicken.
Right in the mix there right now. So better display early from Firthy. This one, we saw him have a pretty good race last week, but yeah, had a couple of touch-ups which sent him back a little bit. But he's right in this one. So Boothie really in race trim, prepared to go with Maverick. You know, we saw the blistering pace of Maverick in quali, but now the car's fueled. That Lambo looks a lot more competitive.
No, it doesn't. Why does he just pick up on some of the mid-pack action, actually? Just Matty T in 9th position. That Steve Crossland actually really finding it difficult over the through the chicane there behind her, losing a whole bunch of space. So Matty T nice up into 9th position.
Yeah,
we've got more going back
from Matty T.
Kenny and Daniel Kim. A bit further back, J-Man.
Yep. And so T-Fam's on the recovery route too, so he's just tucked up behind Adrian Kramer there, looking to tuck it the draft.
And so we got also Jonathan. Actually, we just picked up on Jonathan Venter there. He's just had a little off-track excursion, which would put Joe Grimmer in front of him in the BMW. So go Uncle Joe, nice work, but it's still going on up the front. Brandon Webley, it's that little battle, like you said, J-Man. It's that 5th, 6th, 7th. It's all happening. Brandon, Gunther Road, Nick first. Next one back is Adrian Kramer. T-Fam, like you said, recovering. And Josh Nightingale, actually, as well, in the McLaren.
So we've lost, to my collection here, we've lost Vota. to the
Lost
pits.
Lotter. Oh yeah,
Yep.
Rodder's in the pits. Rodder's in the pits, yes, he is.
And I think he may be out by the look of that because I've lost him off my data. And who did I just picked up on? Nico Cordia there, and he was, where was he? He was putting a move on somebody. It might have been Craig McConnell trying to put a move on to Craig, but to no avail. So he was tucked right up in the brake zones at Monza are so big, it really does
you got to get it right, eh? You got to get it right. There's just, so much time to gain on. This is Gunther under pressure from Firthy down the inside into the Parabolica. Little bit of a wriggle through the last chicane there. He got out a little bit wide on the exit. Oh, Gunther. But yeah, Firthy keeping him honest.
Yep, and Mavericks pulled that margin out the front to 1.2 seconds. So just starting to settle in over Charlie Booth and then Jaco Venter in third there. Tinnis not too far behind Jaco there either, Davo. So big improvements up the field. As you mentioned, Maddie T, I think she qualified somewhere out in the low teens, already up to 10th. Crossy doing a great job. We saw Crossy up in 13th, currently running in P8th. Good to still sizing up Brandon now that the pressure's come off of him slightly from Firthy. Although now the pressure's back on, and a wiggle from Gunther out of that second chicane, heading down to the Lesmos.
Yeah, so just a little bit rough, and we saw it in the lap before actually out of the final chicane, and first quick to respond to it, and really just looks for that gap immediately. So
yeah, good to shut the door pretty quickly though.
Yeah, well, you'd want to keep an eye on that door. So yeah, tight stuff going on there. Matty T actually just making a move on Will Dixon, J-Man, as they run down into the final chicane here on the inside.
Yeah, backs
Pulls
out
it back
of it.
in smartly.
Yeah,
nice
but Maid will run a little unconventional through the initial part of that, so she keeps the pressure on. There might be a move there on the way out of the Ascari there in a couple of laps, so it's probably all at this point of just about a bit of applying of the pressure. Yep.
Yeah, they're not actually too far behind. This little battle we focus back on is with Gunther Rowe, Brandon and Nick Firth.
Actually, Maddie T with a great exit out of Parabolica, Davo.
Yeah, I was going to say she might respond a little bit quicker. So, yeah, here we go. On the outside, though, he's going to make it go around the long way. But going back inside, hang on, I'm getting a bit of lag there.
Yep, so am I, mate. But we're back now, so I think she's well and truly up there down under brakes if she can just hold it deep down there.
Yeah, tough corner, this one. So easy to make contact. Oh, no. And there it is. Unfortunate stuff for Madison.
Yep.
It looks like she's carried on. Adrian Kramer probably gotten a little bit of a gain out of, as did Louis and T-Fam, I think, there as well. So all those boys just sneaking through there. T-Fam on his way back through the field, J-Man, like you mentioned already.
Yeah, so I'm not sure what happened to Crossy there, but Crossy was applying pressure to Brandon and defending over Firthy, and I can tell you now he's actually behind the both of them, and so he's the next car up the road from Matty T. So Crossy's just had a little bit of an incident there, and unfortunately gone back to one spot.
Brandon? I've got Brandon stopped on the track and back into the pits, J-Man.
Yes.
So, actually, I've got this is just at my end. Hang on, let me.
Red flag. We have got a red flag. So we have had an incident here. We've gone to a red flag. We haven't had this before, but we'll roll with this, viewers.
Yep.
And
we've still got a few cars out on track.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to find that this is a red flag 5 laps, and we may be looking for a restart here. Just keep our eye on this for your viewers. Thank you, Harrison, for that info coming through. So, what do we got? We got guys, not at race pace, Davo. We've got guys just
cycling around
now. Yeah. And we have now lost our server. So we shall take a small technical break and we will be back.
We shall. Welcome back, everybody, to the Rainlight Racing 2023 GT3 series, brought to you by Titanium Digital Solutions, AJ Champ, and True Life Racing Designs. A little bit of a break there, a couple of technical issues. The internet gods weren't looking after us, J-Man.
Well, yeah, no. Well, as you mentioned, they were looking after us this time, but unfortunately for these guys, they've just had to reschedule. So what you're going to see is a 60-minute run home here. Obviously, at Rainlight, they've just had a couple of techie issues service side, so we will just watch this outlap just to see what happens, because obviously they've gridded up in the incorrect formation, so I'll be interested to see if they end up shuffling to their positions or it is what it is.
Yeah.
Because so, probably.
So yeah. I think probably a little bit like us. We're just gonna play it as she comes. But yeah, these guys just with a couple of techie issues there, like you said, J-Man service side, and but yeah, very quick to get us back up and running so we can run down for another hour. Yeah. J-Man, 60 minutes.
Yeah, big respect to the admins to have to deal with that.
Yeah. So what else are we going to do on a Monday night? You know, so yeah, awesome stuff as these boys just sort of start to file through the first chicane. Nice big field of cars here again tonight. 29 matching the opening round. J-Man last week at Paul Ricard, and cracking race, and it was shaping up, and this will be again. I'm sure it's just going to end up as we were just watching it to be a fantastic one. Lots of battles going on throughout the field, and
well, this throws a cat amongst the pigeons, really, doesn't it?
Well, because, it does.
You know, we saw Crossy prior to that red flag drop back a couple of spots into around 8th. He is now back in 22nd.
Ouch.
The likes of Maverick, who was charging off, he sort of had a second and a half up his sleeve. Yep. Yeah, he's back down to 6th. The guy he was battling in second has actually remained in second, which is Charlie Booth. So look for Charlie Booth.
I'm showing Maverick in 28th, Jaden.
Are you?
Yes, my friend.
Okay. So my data might
restart UKS, but yeah, Charlie Palmtree actually back in 6th, and he was 2nd in the race. So yeah, big shake up as the boys come out of the final chicane, and they just start to sort of get into some sort of formation here. I'm sure the boys are just winging it a little bit. We'll wing it as well, and
absolutely.
She's going to be a cracker as they move down towards that final corner. Non-collision zone clearly, as you can see. Gunther pulling his car up, actually, just trying to, what's showing that on my screen, as the boys just start to file through the Parabolica, J-Man.
Yeah, I got one car stopped there. Was that Gunther?
That was Gunther.
Yep, okay.
So another car, Daniel Kim, I think that's who we got eyes on there. They just filing back a little bit here. These guys just do a quick little shuffle. They're getting close to the line here. We're going to have to get going soon. Yes, for race 2 here, Monza, Enduro. 1 hour.
So
we've advised to 1 hour.
Going here. Look, I think they're all trying to find their positions here.
Oh, actually, so we've got a green flag. These boys are going to shuffle into position here. Very clever stuff here.
Trouble is the game doesn't know what they're doing, so we're seeing some drive-throughs pop up as they all pull up on pit road. Are they going to do a standing start? So, okay, thanks Harrison. They are reforming. So I dare say admin will do the clear all penalties thing, I would think. Gunther's sitting in the pits. Maverick's gone down through the pits, so they are going to formate correctly as per when we receive the red flag. So great job for these guys, and bad respect to try and get this all back underway here.
Oh, for sure, and not an easy task. There's yeah, a lot of consoling to do in the channel as these guys go through the process of getting this. Here we go. Cars back out on grid again in the same formation I think they were, or very close to, and I think this lap around they will probably go to form up correctly, J-Man, like you mentioned. So yeah, still
yep. Yeah, still a few techie issues, but we'll hang in there with these boys. They're doing a great job trying to get the show on the road. So still plenty more racing here tonight, viewers. If you just bear with us, just be patient. We'll kick this thing back off again. These guys looking very much like they're going to go out and reformate.
Yeah, just try and get that race where where they were in race in position. They've got a whole lap to do it, J-Man. So with a bit of coordination and some clear chat over the channel, sure these guys will sort it out relatively quickly.
Yeah, I think it has to happen after the start-finish line though, Davo, because the game will register these positions as official. So if they decide to change positions before the control line, that's when we'll see drive-through. So expect to see them go out, I would think, and then after they cross the control line, then formate on that first official lap, and then once they hit the control line, it'll be go. Yeah, because the game recognises this current formation.
Of course.
So
and they'll look for the overlap and being out of position. Of course it will. Clever stuff as the clock winds down, J-Man. Still plenty to play.
A grade, Davo.
Yeah. I'm right there with you, mate. As we just look at the points again there, plenty to play for. Obviously, it's only round 2 and everybody looking to make a gain. And we saw in race 1, Charlie Booth taking it out over Maverick and then Jaco Venta. But it was a bit of a roles reverse, wasn't it, at the start of the first part of this race, J-Man, with Maverick out in front and Charlie Booth tucked in behind. As we just watch these guys, they're going to roll out again.
Yep, 14 seconds to go before we get an all clear to start this formation lap again. Yeah, so no, that was interesting that Charlie Booth managed to go with Maverick at the start of that one for a bit. So yeah, no, hey, still appreciate you there, Steve, driving slowly, watching the stream. So obviously we had a red flag, if you're not aware, and the guys are looking at doing a reformation protocol to try and get these cars in order and get this thing underway. And likelihood is, yeah, we do have 60 minutes of racing still ahead of us, so stick around. Once these guys get this sorted, it should be good.
Yeah, like I said, plenty to play for. Some top-notch racing leading up to this restart here, J-Man. So I'm sure these boys will be keen to get back on it and get back into those battles. Yeah, look pretty intense throughout the field. These guys will just pretty well mosey around this lap, like J-Man mentioned, before they come across the control line and start to shuffle their way around. No doubt using the next lap just to get into position before we go full green for the final 1 hour, 60 minutes, the second round. Rainlight Racing's GT3 2023 season here, J-Man.
Yeah, no, just, yeah, really really looking to see now, because obviously 30 minutes less in this shortened format after this restart. I'm just looking, thinking, you know, that's potentially, you know, a lot less gas these guys are going to run once they do formate.
Yeah.
Do we see that
Yep.
blindingly quick BMW of Maverick go again? Because I felt like on a pretty high fuel load that Charlie was in the mix. So
yeah,
it'd be interesting just to see, guys. These guys are going to earn their keep tonight out on track, just reshuffling their pit strategies now, and at 60 minutes. There's no mandatory pit stop. This is just now a 60-minute sprint.
Sprint race. It's exactly what it is, Joe,
not likely to see any pit stops now. So, well, unscheduled ones possibly, but
well, that's always a possibility.
Yeah, I would think these guys would be just flag to flag now. So.
Yep. Yes, and all the more the better. You know, like we nothing wrong with a sprint race around Monza. These guys just, again, sort of pretty well just dawdling around here, just keeping it all together.
Yep, so I don't think we'll see any formation changes here. It'll be basically, I feel like if I'm a gambling man, it'll be the next lap that they'll sort their positions out.
Yep, yeah, you would expect so.
Unless an admin's got a key command to rid of some penalties, but those admins are out there driving, so those guys are really earning their kick tonight too, Dave.
Oh, aren't they what? And yeah, very quick turnaround here. It's a bit overcast actually as they rolled away for the formation lap, but that sun's come up a little bit nicer already. So
yeah, good optimum conditions.
Yeah, lovely looking track temp there, 27 again, pretty much matching what we had for the first part.
Green light, go, go, go.
Okay, so as we mentioned, this is the point where these guys will get themselves into position.
These guys have got to come across the control line though, don't they? These guys at the back, J-Man.
Yeah, everybody's pretty much just got to come across and do their thing. So you just see Mav will go to the front. Charlie will follow him up there, go into P2. Be followed by, I believe it was Yako. And then after Yako, I think I do recall...
Tennis, was it?
Yeah, tennis in there, and then I think it was something along the lines of that's when we saw
Gunter,
Brandon, Gunter, Brandon, Firthy, yeah. So these guys will sort their positions out. So we'll just give them a minute just to sort that stuff out.
Definitely.
And once they sort that out, I suspect that they'll roll this lap and then go green on the next.
You would expect so as the time ticks down, but yeah, ever critical just to get this right. You know, like I said, you know, plenty of battles going on in that first stint of the race, and I'm sure these guys are all G'd up to get straight back into those battles, and yeah, putting them in, you know, position correctly is critical to that, isn't it, J-Man? You know, so these guys can get straight back on it.
Yep.
But yeah, like you said, no pit stops now. That's not it. That's good. Totally out of the head. It's going to be a race to the finish. So expect some action. These guys sorting themselves out. You can see the Predator BMW there, Maverick out the front.
Yeah, so I've got him out in front, and then I've got what looks to be Yako.
Yako's in the gold and black car, so he's back in fourth. Oh no, that's not Yako. Sorry, no, you're right, J-Man. Sorry, yes.
Yeah, so the guy out of position for me at the moment, unless I've missed something, is Charlie Palmtree, who's currently
back a couple of positions.
Yeah, he's back in 8th, 7th, so I thought he was running P2. I might have missed something there, but
no, I'm sure he was too. Anyway, let's let these guys sort it out. Everyone in communication here, so a couple of little shuffles here and there, but it looks like they're pretty well happy with where they're standing now.
Yeah, they
single file. Single file at this stage, J-Man. It'll be interesting to see if we just see the boys pan out and take their lanes as they get out of the parabolica. But yeah, everybody looking pretty comfortable there through the field. So there, definitely J-Man. Just back there. That's Crossland in 13th. Nightingale 23rd. A bunch of cars, I think, just tucked in behind. I think that Brandon Foster just slowed everything up there a little bit. Getting a move on. But we'll get up the front here. Still single file into the parabolica. Going to round this for the second half of this second round here at Monza, the first of the Enduros.
Yes, they're starting to see them a bit bunching up now, two abreast a little bit more as we come out of the parabolica now, Davo.
Yeah, so Mav pulling that field up there a little bit just so those guys can bunch up on the back and tighten it up a little bit. But yeah, we're just about to go green here. I suspect Jamin and the Rainlight Racing GT3 Series, second half of race 2 here at Monza, J-Man. Mav just puts the foot, gets the jump.
Yeah, great jump from Charlie Palmtree as well.
Yeah, so Palmtree got a good start at the first one, as did Yako. And Yako again, following right up behind, or T-Fam, should I say. Sorry, I keep getting those two mixed. And yeah, Palmtree.
Yeah, Crossland and Vota going at it. He did.
Wow, good move.
Yeah, it was a beautiful move.
So look in behind first, just a gaggle of cars. Back a couple. Crossland in there.
Yeah, he's right in the mix with Vota there.
Plenty going on in the midfield here, J-Man. Crossland in 12th, looking out of the back of his car. Back to Nico Cordy. Out the back of Cordy's car, that's Will Dixon. Just a train of cars behind those guys.
Massive train, and I can tell you, Charlie Palmtree's got his sights set on Yako for P2, and Yako gets incredibly sideways into the first part of Ascari, and then Charlie Palmtree gets it sideways in the middle, because you got to remember Maverick is bolting right now.
Oh, yeah, he wants to stay with, doesn't he? So
yeah,
he needs to get this done. Down into the parabolica. Nice on the wheel. Smooth.
Yep. Tuck up in behind the wing of this McLaren, will the Lambo, and see if he can get the draft.
Yep. Oh, it's looking tight.
That's pretty competitive. He might get the later phase here and see if he can tuck it down the inside. Who's big under brakes? We know how good Charlie was under brakes on.
Jaco's car just so quick in a straight line there. That Lambo worked hard to get past there, J-Man.
Oh, he only just stopped it.
Didn't he? But super tidy stuff from both of them there. T-Fam in behind. He's got a clear bit of road in front of him. That's Tinnis behind. So plenty of heat from behind. But look back. Dawson. Stunning white Lambo there. And
yeah, looks
Webley,
good in white.
Look at that load of it. Webley, Rowe, Firth, to Kim. And who's that around?
Who was that around?
In the green Lambo.
Oh, Crossy and Vota just having contact into the first of the Esmos as well.
Just picking up the end of that as they gather it together. That looks like Matty T off as well. T-Fam. Heaps of pressure from Tinnis up the front.
Yeah, Tennis is looking for an inside line down into Ascari there and just diminishing returns on the entry.
Yep.
But that bunch there from Charlie, back, Yucko, T-Fam, and Tennis, very, very close. Pete Dawson not that far down the road in P6, he can see them. He's in Parabolica, he's in the same corner as them.
But that train behind it, that Webley Road first.
Yeah, that's
Kim,
on.
That's Kim tabbed on the back of that as well.
Yeah.
That's Crossland back up into 11th now, actually. You can just see him in the camera distant there.
Yeah, Matty as well on the back of James Foster, and that beautifully sounded Aston.
The Aston, yes, nice work. And in the thick of it, I think that's Matty T and Abella in the Merc, another long front engine car. So both of them going at it, J-Man.
Yep. So Matty T got the job done there.
Yeah, nicely done there. Actually, that's Louis in the BMW just in front there. Another very nicely skinned car, actually. So yeah, nice work. The number 99 GT4 5C BMW M4.
Yeah, I like the
That's
back
the number I
bumper.
was looking.
Get a up on the sticker on the back bumper. I'm a fan. I piss excellence, absolutely.
Yeah, nice work. Nice work from Louis.
So Charlie Palmtree, can he bridge that gap up the road to Maverick? These guys, oh, Charlie getting it wrong at Ascari. That is big. He goes round. That was a huge moment. He saw Sky there.
Oh, no.
Gonna lose its positions here.
Spewing. Let's get a replay on that.
So he goes back as far as, I believe, P12, P13 even, P12. Sorry, P12. Huge moment.
So from second, oh, he did see Sky, got right on the end of the ripple strip, just pointed that car like a space shuttle into the air. J-Man.
Yeah, that was as big as you're going to see down at Ascari. That is what those curbs can do.
So yeah, lots of recovery there. The Tennis will be just thinking, yes, thank you very much. T-Fam in behind.
Yeah, it gives Yucko that second position back. He not long lost it down into turn one, only a lap and a half earlier. So yeah, nice
work there actually. So that's a good solid little group of cars there. That's actually Pete Dawson in the white Lambo there.
Ranging up on that T-Fam Tennis Venter battle.
Definitely, yeah. So just watch that. That'll just tag on the back of that little battle there. And then we've got the Webley, Matty Botha and Gunther Rodney third battle, which is still going at it. That's actually Crossy. Where's Crossy now? 10th. So slowly chipping away at it. He's in that next pack.
Yeah, he is coming. He is definitely, he's working on Will Dixon. He was a lot closer the lap before down into T1. So, you know, there's a lot to lose and gain down here at Ascari. So, as we've just seen.
Actually, I just noticed there, that's Charlie Booth in behind Steve Crossman as well. So, Crossy will have his hands full.
Yeah, Charlie on the recovery mission.
Definitely.
He'll be nervous going into Ascari every lap from here on out over the next 48.5 minutes. So
he'll be gun shy for sure.
What's Maverick doing? Maverick's just run through for 47.707, which is the fastest lap of the race. Currently taking that lead out to 5.6 seconds and building.
Yeah, nice work as we just watched James Foster and Harrison Bella going at it. Are we seeing Jarko and Tennis getting close there, J-Man?
It was very close down to turn one, and T-Fam's a watching brief, so Twan's
Isn't he what? And he's been there right from the get-go, right even from part one of this race, just right in amongst it, down into turn one.
Pete Dawson, as he did last week, he's moving forward too, because he's actually already got Brandon, as I think you might have just mentioned.
Yeah, no, it was Harrison. Yeah, it's him and Harrison still going at it. But yeah, they're back past Brandon. So yeah, making some moves and having a little battle themselves actually.
Yep.
So yeah, big fan. Both of them sound fantastic. So yeah, nice. Dixon Crossland. Well, look at this battle. That's Dixon Crossland pumped. Man, that is hot.
Oh, and
here we go.
Looking for an inside down to Ascari, but it's a tight line down there. So Dixon lets him go. Crossy gets so sideways, he's going to lose a couple of spots here.
Yeah. Palmtree just holds back.
He's going to lose out to Voda here too. Voda winds him up as well. And we also got Daniel Kim with momentum.
And he looks like he's going to do that as well, J-Man, easily. And so Pickering surely will have Dixon's measure as he works his way back through the field. Got, you know, raw pace over most of the field.
Oh, Palmtree, yeah, coming down the inside there, so out of Parabolica
easily, but yes, big setback there for Crossland.
Lambo on Lambo there, Davo.
Lambo on Lamb. Palmtree.
Yeah, nice under brakes.
And tidy stuff.
Behind them.
Is that Vota?
Vota, who was that with?
Vota into...
And Daniel Kim.
Yeah, so those boys sort themselves out there. Bit of styrofoam flying everywhere. And who's getting in the... That's
Louis.
That is Louis. Louis actually snuck in there, in between those two. So, yeah, just kept that car straight and on the move.
I was trying to pick up on Maddie T because she was catching up to Louis, but we've lost it.
So, Louis all over the back of...
Vota.
It is Vota, isn't it? Yeah.
And then he gets incredibly sideways. There's nowhere for Daniel Kim to go.
Oh no, him and Kim together in the wall.
So that's
unfortunate.
James Foster and the V12 go sailing on around the outside of the Lesmos.
Just hear the big V12. Wow. Vale pasture. So tough stuff there. Let's get back up the pointy hand here because Tinnis, T-Fam, at it.
Yeah, so that's a battle raging, and Tinnis is doing a great job, but T-Fam with some great pace in this second round here at Rainlight Racing. Just a little wide coming out of Parabolica there.
Oh yeah, a bit of a wriggle as we just saw from the in-car there. Hey man, so definitely compromised his run. Look at how close Dawson's getting now.
Yeah, he's ranging back in here.
We knew this car would get there eventually, and it's taken a couple of laps, but these guys are moving so quick. And there he is, look at him, right on the tailpipe of T-Fan's McLaren, right there, right now. 111 McLaren, and all three of them, bam, bam, bam. Ferrari out front, McLaren, Lambo, battle, the mid-rear.
Yeah, so...
And anything misses the Ferrari, isn't it?
That's it. And I just, to bring up to speed, so Tinnis is P4 in the championship at the moment, and Pete Dawson is P5, so he'll want to clear, T-Fam to get to Tinnis. That's a championship battle there. Obviously Yako currently sitting P2 just up the road from these boys. He is sitting, I believe, P3 in the championship. He is currently sitting P2 on track, so he's having a great night as well. So Tinnis with another good run on, T-Fam, another good run. Looks to the inside of Parabolic. It was diminishing. So he might be under attack here from the exit from Pete Dawson.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Dawson's surely got a run on him here.
Yeah, well, he had to check up mid-corner there. So he might not be able to make too much of it, but yeah, certainly...
Smell the blood now. It's a run down into one here, J-Man, showing the node. Getting in there nicely. Jeez, these guys
good brakes from Pete Dawson.
Mate, don't they hit their mark so neatly.
Yeah. A lot of polystyrene out to the left there out of the first chicane, but he just picked up on Brandon Webley as well. He's trying to join in on this party for P3, 4, 5 as well. So lot to play for those boys.
Yep, definitely. As we just see Daniel Kim slide past the Aston Martin of James Foster into one J-Man.
Yep.
It's all happening across the board here. 42 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. Battles all the way through the field. We got Joe Grimmer here with Adrian Kramer.
Oh, we have unfortunately lost our server, boys. So we would have to think that the boys have unfortunately run into some techie issues there. I did notice we just lost Gunter, one of our main admins. So I just have seen it come up there. So we shall take another quick break and see where this leads us to. But that racing was hot, Davo, wasn't it?
Oh, once again, it's short and sweet, but man, it's been hot. So yeah, awesome stuff. Guys, don't go away. We will be back in a flash. Welcome back, everybody, to the Rainlight Racing 2023 GT3 series, brought to you by Titanium Digital Solutions, AJ Champ, True to Life Racing Designs. I'm Davo, this is J-Man. Look, we've had a couple of little breaks in our broadcast tonight, and like we mentioned earlier, J-Man, the internet gods not playing nice this evening.
No, these things happen, Davo.
But the joys of online gaming, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, look, the powers have informed us that they're calling it as a non-event, so we will rerun this event. Not sure whether it'll be next week or if it'll be shuffled down the list a little bit, but it will be rerun, which is awesome because it was shaping up to be a cracker.
Oh
J-Man,
man, it was just starting to heat up. The
it was.
boys were going at it. We had obviously Maverick going out there doing his thing tonight, just great pace, and yeah, we had a great battle from I want to say P4 up to P6, maybe 7 actually.
Yep.
That was really shaping up. So look, we were all looking forward to the rest of that one. But however, these things do happen,
They
and
do.
you know, we appreciate the opportunity when it comes around. So yeah, Davo, I'll let you sign this one out, and thank you viewers for tuning in, and we really do apologise for these technical issues.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and again, thanks to Titanium Digital Solutions, AJ Champ, and True to Life Racing Designs. These guys pay the bills, so without them, we wouldn't be here. But yeah, please, like and subscribe, and do all that sort of stuff. Click the buttons, people, and join us again next week. J-Man, I can't even call the track because we might be back here. But please, everybody, join us again next week. Same time, same place. Rainlight Racing. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Davo.